Hi everyone, get Samara.
Ah,
Oh,
I can
yeah,
see you.
yes, perfect. Okay, this is great. And this will be recorded, so we will get to share it with the others. It looks like it's just you and I for the moment. But hi, nice to
Hi.
officially meet you. I just will go through a couple of things before we get started. So first, I would like to introduce myself to everyone. My name is Anne Marie. I'm the artist, owner, founder of Joan's Art Studio. And I started doing this to get to know my fellow artists in the community, learn a little bit about them, and just curiosity kind of led through the way of one thing leads to another, and here is another artist from our community who I am so grateful to be here with you today, Samara, to discuss what you're all about. So the thing that
Yeah.
connected us, I think, not just on Instagram, but our stories are very similar. I
Yeah.
hate to say, but unfortunately, we both lost our mothers, right, to breast cancer
Mhm.
at
Mhm.
early ages in the 60s. And I'm sorry about that. I didn't realize that your mom was as young as my mom was.
Yeah.
But the similarity is that we've both, through healing, found our way through art. And I read your bio through your website and was really impressed and just said, I need to connect with her
Oh,
and find out a little bit more. And, hopefully our mothers are with us to guide us along the way. So, hi,
yeah.
how are you?
Hi. I'm so good. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful we are connecting today. Like you said, I am also an artist. I'm Samara of Samara Dawn Art. And yeah, I really think Instagram brought us together because we had such similar stories. You're
Yes.
in New York, right? I'm all the way
Yes.
in Colorado. So I love that social can connect people in that way.
Yes, yes. So let's get started. So we can learn
Yes.
a lot about you or a little bit more about you, right? Can you just let us know how long have you been painting?
Yeah.
How did that
Well,
journey begin?
my mom is actually an artist, not professionally, but she, painted and drew for her friends and family, and there are paintings and drawings in friends and family's homes still today. And I am an only child to a single mom, and so when she was painting, she kind of here entertain yourself while I'm painting. And so I did draw and create things, make earrings and stuff like that when she was painting. And so it kind of started at a very young age. And then as time went on, school and I started, working professionally and those things became less important. I quit creating as much. And then after my mom passed, I was like, this is a beautiful way to reconnect with, my childhood and creativity. And so started up again really seriously just a few years ago.
Okay, all right. What inspires your art? Obviously, we touched upon, your mom, right? But what
Hmm.
what
Hmm.
exactly brings you that inspiration?
Yeah, a lot of it is surrounding nature's resilience. I think nature is extremely, resilient for lack of a better word. It's just the world and Mother Nature that it goes through so much and comes back bigger and better and stronger. Also, female empowerment is something that really inspires me as well. And I think those two parallel quite a bit. Women are some of the most resilient and we take on a lot, right? So those two things specifically influence everything that I paint.
I love it. The last two artists that I've chatted with, we all have that similarity about going into nature that brings
Yeah.
us whether it's a hike, a walk, or just something as simple as looking at, bouquet of flowers. Nature really truly inspires. I sometimes am sympathetic to those that, I'll say, "Did you see that beautiful sky?" And they're like, "Oh, I didn't even notice." And I'm like, "How can you
Oh,
not notice?" Right? It's
right.
free. It's free to us to enjoy that. And as artists, it definitely, I think, inspires us with our
Yeah.
artwork. So, how do
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
handle if you ever have a creative block, as we all do, come across those hard times? How do you get past that?
Yeah. In the past, I would just not create for a little bit and realized over time that that is actually not the answer for me specifically. And just forcing myself to pick up the paintbrush or draw in some way, even if it's moments, even if it's just a couple minutes of the day, that is how I've really overcome some things. So sometimes I might have a feeling of like, gosh, this painting is really hard. I'm challenging myself and have a little anxiety to, potentially mess it up completely. And just, I tell myself I have to finish this painting. This specific these couple women that I'm painting right now have been on my easel for a good couple months, and like they got to get done. So and not necessarily to sell or anything like that, just a personal accomplishment. I have to
Yes.
finish them. And the reality is creative blocks aren't my challenge. More often than not, yes, I have those, but my block is usually just creating the space and the time to ensure I paint every
Yeah.
day. Again,
Yeah.
even if it's that little bit of time.
Yes, just carving out a half hour, an hour, whatever
Yeah.
that may be to,
Yeah.
it's similar to someone that is dedicated with working out, right? If you can say, "I don't have any time," but there is time to allow
Yeah.
for those things that we kind of need to do with creating exercise, etc. My
Yeah.
next question would be, I guess, what are you to date most proud of?
Yeah, I think I had a fear for a really long time of just what people would say, what people would think. I'm not talented enough. I don't know. All these things, these limiting beliefs. And something that I'm most proud of is just finally launching my website. I launched my website with two paintings. That was it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and I
That's
even recall
amazing.
telling, yeah, I recall telling a friend, it's like I launched my website with two paintings, and she literally laughed out loud, and she's like, "You gotta start somewhere," and that's what I'm most proud of, figuring out all of the details, all of the logistics, and then just really putting myself out there. And I won't say it was without fear because there was fear. And now on the other side of it, I'm thinking, what the heck was I so afraid of? I've had nothing but lovely comments and praise, and people have bought my work. And I guess before that, you're like, nobody's gonna buy this. And then they did. It was so fun to launch. And now it's a couple of years later, and now I'm starting to host events, and I saw that you're starting to host events as well. So that's really exciting.
Yeah. Oh, if we lived in the same city, I'd be there supporting
Oh,
you. So I'm supporting from afar
same.
because I really I love your work. I was going through the website and obviously through your Instagram, and I'm blown away. I'm just blown away, really, truly. So kudos to you and keep
Oh,
going at it. Um,
oh, thank
last
you. I have to
question.
pause you though.
Yes,
Right back at you. Your work is amazing. It's beautiful. And what I love about you is you're having so much fun with it, and you're
thank
putting
you.
yourself out there, and always an inspiration. I
Oh,
just love
thank you.
following you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Ditto. Ditto. What advice would you give to aspiring artists?
Yeah. Yeah. I think it goes back to what I was just saying. Don't be afraid. just put yourself out there. Just go for it. If that's something you're really excited about, I think sometimes we think everyone's watching. The reality is not everyone's watching. like, like just a few people will see it at first. And if you can overcome that fear and that limiting belief, the other side of it is so fulfilling and exciting. And like you said, I started to paint and you started to paint as part of like a healing process. And it
Yeah.
doesn't have to be healing something so big. It could just be healing some confidence challenges or something like that. Go for it. Just do
Yes.
it. Send me a message. I'll follow you. I'll hype you up. Like whatever it is. If you need that, you don't need permission, but if you need permission, here's your permission. Just go for it.
There you go. I love that. Like we are real people, real artists. I know that I learned very early on that there are some fakes and phonies, but when you connect with the ones that are real, true, sincere artists that really only
Yeah.
want you help within the art community, it's very heartwarming, right?
Yeah.
So we'll
Yeah.
end, but I would like to just open the floor because I think you have some stuff going on. If you don't, are not allowed maybe to make any official announcements, but just leave it up to you to let the people know your website, where you'll be, whatever that is. So go for it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, like I said, I'm in Colorado. I am hosting my first live event coming up on September 4th. There's actually only one ticket left, and I'm so
That's
excited.
amazing.
Yeah, and so it's really like a paint your power, paint your purpose type of event where we go through a guided meditation and then go through prompts to create like a word or an affirmation as part of your painting. And then I lead you through painting a beautiful piece. And I know it's going to be beautiful. It doesn't have to be a masterpiece, and you don't have to make it look like something that I created or another artist created. It's just for fun. It's meant to be intuitive and exciting, and so that's what's coming up for me. And I have these four new paintings that I'm wrapping up in the next couple of weeks that I can't wait to launch too. And you can find
Okay.
me at SamaraDawn.art is the website, and then obviously you can find me
Follow.
here on IG.
There you go. Now, where is this event happening? Oh, I feel need a plane ticket. I should go and ask my husband if he'll let me take a short trip to Colorado.
Yes.
But I wish we were closer. I would definitely attend. And you have
Um,
one ticket left, so hopefully someone grabs that ticket, and I'm sure they will. But where is that actually happening? Is it at what venue, I
yeah,
guess?
Yeah, ooh, this is a really fun opportunity to highlight the venue. The venue is called Her House Denver, and it is a beautiful co-working space, but it's really like an expansion space. It's not even a co-working space. It's a beautiful group of empowering women. And again, it's here in Denver. That co-working space is led by biz coach Sasha, and she is really wonderful. And I have to then mention Amanda Riffey. Amanda Riffey is an expansion coach and best-selling author, and she is helping support my first event by leading the guided session. And those two women have really been such a critical part of my growth and the experience here as I launched my art business and overcame some limiting things that were going on. And so the venue's amazing. Amanda Riffey's amazing, who's going to help with the event. And yeah, that's September 4th.
All right. Just a couple of weeks away, right? Not really, a week and
Yeah,
a half
yeah,
away, just about. So, well,
yeah,
again, thank you so much for just being so graceful and be so willing to do a pop-up live, right? Without really having time to prepare. So thank you for that.
yeah,
And with that, I'll just say to everyone, thank you for being here. Continue to watch, follow Joan's Art Studio, follow Samara Dawn Art. And with that, have a great day,
yeah.
everyone. We'll talk
Uh,
again soon.
Thank
See ya.
you.
You're so welcome. Bye-bye. God bless. Thank you.
Bye.